Hey guys, Dr. Prometheus here with a new series just came out in early access, just Grand Tactician Civil War. So I kind of changed some of the settings, go through this really fast. I do like the music, don't want it to overwhelm me. We do have feuds on, order delays, fog of war, and European interventions is allowed. So we do have that. And we're going to do a spring 1862 campaign as the South. You might ask, why are we doing the South? Well, at this time, we're almost... There's no almost. We are outnumbered 2-1. For ships, 2-1. But we have to play more of a strategic game when it comes to dealing with Union advances. In 1861, we'll probably end up playing a Union campaign, 1861, but I'm not sure what the status of that is, because no one starts with any armies, or hardly any armies. The issue with that was you can actually get Richmond pretty quickly in this scenario. So if I were going to do 1862, it's the earliest and most viable one. 1863 is one where you have the Union cutting in half the South through the Mississippi River. This is after McClellan was driven away from Richmond after the Virginia Peninsula Campaign. 1862, the Peninsula Campaign is going on around here, so we'll kind of see this. We're not going to have any bonuses to the AI. We're going to say they're going to be times 1, so we can kind of see. Remember, this game is in early access, so you may see some bugs, you may see some weird things happen. Remember, it's still under development, so we still have about a year or so to go. Music is top tier, though. So I know the music is done by the group they brought in to actually look at it. So we have what the objectives are, what the campaigns. We don't have 1864. They just added the 1863 one on release date, which is today. I don't think done. So winning. So the purpose of the game is to crush morale. National morale. Do that by crushing the morale of armies, which is defeating armies, but also as the South you can get Missouri and Kentucky and whatnot to succeed, which will impact national morale. We're going to have some objectives. We'll look at that. This game is heavy in finances, and so we got to make sure we don't run our economy into the ground. You have policies, you get to pick some, and as you increase your much investment, you can unlock more policies. We'll take a look at that. the economy as a whole. So you do have finances, which is like the government economy. Then you have the background economy of trade and stuff like that, and how much money you're making. And this all goes around a lot of stuff. Of course, the military. We're commanding the military from that point, so we'll take a look at what the armies we have. Recruitment, fairly simple here. We'll go through that. Army management. There's some weird things that can occur, but overall, kind of go through that. Orders, you have delay timers, things like that. We will be playing, so if you're outside of an order area like this, you may have time that it takes to get there. Supplies. We need to make sure our men are supplied. At this point, we need to be able to get as many supplies to our units' infrastructure, roads, railways, and make sure we are supplied. Deal with the north. Transportation, you can use river transportation. We have a number of it up here. You have railroad transportation, sea transport. So you have a lot of transportation to make sure when you're moving around armies. Garrisons, you got forts to allow you to hold and take certain advantageous terrain. You can also build them as well. You got combat, navies out here, ships, ship types. Same thing with orders with these guys, same thing with supplies. Combat isn't a go down into combat area and control units. Combat with ships done within their range. We have certain commanders. They'll have traits, fame, initiative, leadership, administrative cunning. You're going to have competition between everyone. We'll kind of see how that goes. Their attributes will be the biggest point there to what makes them more effective. Their fame, who knows them, feuds, forces, strong personalities clash. Things will not be carried out as intended, and we're going to be playing as more of a top-down. So this is going to be a huge thing, as well as allowing commanders to kind of attack how they should, or not attack through micromanagement, but attack it in ways that the commander has the initiative. Perks and elite units, you have perks, things like that. Infrastructure, of course, for transportation. We also have telegraphs, which I haven't seen anyone really mess with, but you do have telegraph stations as seen here, and you can telegraph between station to station to make orders go faster. Depots allow you to store military supplies, and so we'll have to make sure we have supply routes set up. Same thing with railroads, pretty much transportation, ports. Diplomacy is done through a tab. We'll have the French and the British. I think we can only have one. Intervention. So I think that will be the goal here, is essentially encourage an invasion and work with that invasion. That's our field book there. It is March 4th, 1862. You have Europeans reluctant to take sides. This kind of like tells us major battles, things like that. The war has officially gone on. So this is real time on the map. So let's kind of look at what's going on here. George McClellan is leader of the army. Joseph E. Johnson is the leader of ours. We got our objectives here. Break Union morale, which this is a one campaign. I think that's bugged at the end of the day, or it's seen that the morale was broken at one time. But capture DC, win the first major battle, Union support between 60, capture Union City, invade the North. Kentucky, Missouri, we can get to succeed by taking the armies out of the Union armies out of the area. That's a cool tip to come. I have to up speed. Capture Louisville and defeat all the Union armies in Kentucky to make Kentucky succeed and join the Confederacy. Same thing with Missouri. You got to take, what was it, Kansas City, I think. Win 3 consecutive land battles, win 3 naval battles, and win. Got no for all of those right now. So what's been going on in the war right now? Arizona Territory and has jumped. We lost Nashville, Alexandria, and Wheeling, West Virginia. So we have some stuff going on there. Our military is going to be one that we have to figure out. Let's play like this. Okay, let's kind of look what we're looking at here. Okay, so we have the Army of Virginia, south of Alexandria. We got Jackson's Corps, Hill's Corps, the south. So it's 32,000 with the corps itself. The other 32,000 is between the other 3 corps. We do have the Department of Virginia down here. There's a big one. How many men do I think is here? Let's set up the tooltip to go faster. Do we not know what he has? Okay. I'm gonna put a fort to the south. We got Wait, Pendleton's artillery. Is a corps with the Army of Virginia itself. Okay. The other Milford, Jeb Stewart down here in Mist Division, part of the Army of Virginia. Okay, which one's the peninsula? Jackson's Corps, Hill's Corps. Here's the Army of the Peninsula. I'm gonna group. Okay, so off of that. The hell? That was weird. Hills Corps. It's kind of our rear. Ensure that the Peninsula Campaign is fine. Not getting anything from the Department of Virginia. I think we can handle that. Army of Virginia is up here just south of Manassas. Jackson's Corps is up here, so thinking we need to probably boost up Jackson's Corps. Grand scheme of around Fort Sumter, Charleston, guarding Charleston Harbor. We have this incursion, Army of the Gulf, which is that's gonna hold have up here. We have the 7th Division entrenched Army of the East Tennessee with 10,000. From winter quarters, well, it is March. But with Edmund Kirby Smith. Army of the East Tennessee. Up here. 3rd Corps, which is a part of the Army of Mississippi. Down at Corinth. If Grant, I believe, is the Army of Tennessee, at the Army of Ohio. Reserve Corps. For Breckinridge. 12,000. For there. 1st Corps is 8 for Polk. What else do we have over here? Got 2 forts here. The Army of the West. Van Dorn. We're in our quarters. Not a lot of stuff for Army. Looking at Van Dorn. We are in our winter quarters. Maybe Van Dorn. Probably. Better one. So in this, I think we end up to be under Van Dorn. Let's see what commander we have. I'm going to keep it auto manage finances, so we'll keep on getting a surplus here. As for policies, you have print notes, the government funding 1, the Impressment Act, Militia Act 3, Military 2, give conscription so we can get draftees. We don't have industrialization 1. With that, this is our production. Kind of look at our economy. And so this is everything going on. It has our workforce, slave ratio, what it produces, where it's at, corporate taxes, what the value is, what the efficiency is. Everything across the board. So all of these are kind of needed to build such things. First interventions at 40. Goods and trade. Artillery is quite expensive. Now, look at our Army of the West, Pike's Indian Brigade, our officers. Remember, guys, this ultimately is in early. Might encounter some bugs. The tags are working. Reload. I'm going to cut this up with the grand scheme of things so you won't see these load and reload. So, okay. Okay. finally see my army commanders. Officers. We're going to keep Joseph E. Johnson, obviously. Here. I want to see. Guard. Boring homes. Okay. Let's see. Over here. Nashville is a strategic hub that we have to take back. What can we do outside the Army of Virginia? Engineers and mechanics. Construction. Guess this is intelligence. All right, so we have Pendleton's artillery. Put here. It's 77 in volunteers. Virginia here. Infantry units. Jackson's Corps. Virginia men. Infantry. Root and then cannons. Okay, in Jackson's Corps. Take them from again. Draftees. Okay, so Army of Virginia will bulk up just a little bit. The no garrison. Field armies. 4 armies in the field. Army of the West. All under him. We can't actually add on to the Army of the West. Can we? No, we can't put a corps. Army of the West. We'd have to have a new one. We're in the Mississippi. Second Corps. First Corps. Reserve Corps under Breckinridge. And he is a part of that. Means there's no actual armies under that army. Right? Army of Mississippi has 2,000 men under Albert S. Johnston. Okay. So everyone's kind of under the course. Braxton Bragg has 1,000. Maybe we bolster up Third Corps. The Reserve Corps. Maybe. The Corps has its own half. Forest or Second Corps. Oh, they're the same ones. I'd have to put them here. No. Hubbard's Battalion. Johnny. Okay. Um. Hmm. Okay. So what we're gonna end up doing is probably getting a new unit here. Oop. That's Third Corps. Hmm. Unit, a new group. Hmm. I have to do it like this then. Add a new unit. No. Add a new group. Essentially Third Corps. Yeah, we can. I can only add a unit. Of course. Okay. Our management is a little bit weird, but it happens. You got that corps, Reserve Corps under Breckenridge. East Tennessee is literally just corps. Okay. It's weird that I can't actually do a different army. Is this all under Army of the West map? Yeah. So let's pull up another army. Let's do it in Batesville. Really, let's do it. Do it in Charlotte. Yeah, so new army. In Alabama. Let's have it under. Have it under Jones. Okay. A new group. Under Walker. There we go. Good. Take Alabama infantry. Get 3 infantry in this. Arkansas. We're gonna use probably flooring, Beauregard, Britain's core, artillery, portion, Garnett. I'm gonna put we're going to change what the army this is. Here, infantry, Georgia, artillery, okay. The actual army itself. And the men on the army itself. Ah, that's how you do it. We'll transfer era. Okay, okay. But can I fix these other armies? All in the same one. We'll put under that core. This can only go through that because these are reserve cores. Yeah. Okay. Sucks, but these are just going to be large course issues. How we're going to have to deal with it. Mississippi. Tennessee, I mean. Here's from Tennessee. Okay. These are named after states. Call this Army of Alabama. First. Or First Corps. Come from Texas. Okay. So at this point, we are good to go there. For our fleets. Where is the Mississippi fleet? Could add more to the Mississippi Squadron. It'll bolster our fleets a little bit. These aren't built yet. It's our iron. Can we see our iron? Our iron stockpile. Like French invasion. Our iron stockpile look like. Our iron production. Ironworks in Tuscaloosa. Not a lot, which means we need to do better. Deposits, here we go. We're not producing any. Jesus. Oh, recruitment, that's gonna go down. That I'll be fine. Okay, let's see what we have here. Guard's gonna hold. Army of the West. How much does he have in the 7th Division here? Is it enough for me to crush it? That would be a yes. Let's attack there. Let's slowly move it up. I have no idea what the Army of Ohio has. Estimated 18? I don't think that's true though. Really? Oops. Okay, Fort Morgan has been made. We got the Department of Virginia. 5,000. Get some stuff in Fort Morgan. We're gonna call this one Fort Morgan. Infantry detachments. Georgia guns. That's all we need there. Okay, do we have any movements up here? First Corps. What does First Corps consist of? 22,000. Well, in everything, let's move Hill's Corps. There. Gonna hit the 7th Division. 3rd Corps is going to stand fast here. Let's take up 2nd Corps. In the Reserve Corps. There. 1st Corps to hold here. How much does the Army of Tennessee have? 40,000. 6,000 here. Right? 18. Want the Reserve Corps to be. Second Corps moves there. We're gonna move First Corps up. Army of the Southwest. What do we got? 97 and 43 guns. Don't have as many. We're gonna move on them. Just in Charleston did they attack me. Coastal Division is doing a landing here. Fort Morgan is here. So let's hold time. Let's hold time. Now, can I switch with this? Um, for military.